Hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel Desi Videsi Girl. So this video is very important for all those people who are struggling to find a job in Germany. So from the thumbnail you could easily make out that this video I'll be talking about how did I get a job within 1 month of moving to Germany, that also on dependent visa. The purpose of this video is not to brag myself or not to make anyone feel bad, but the main objective of this video is to tell you guys the entire process that helped me in getting a job after I moved to Germany. When I moved to Germany, I literally knew nothing about Germany. And if I would have found such kind of video where people are sharing their experience, their interview experience, then it would have been really helpful for me. But since I did not get that, now I want to create a video where I share my journey with you guys. And I am definitely sure that after watching this video, you will go back with some points, some keynotes that will definitely help you in your job search. So watch this video till the end, and if you find it slow, you can definitely watch it in 2x speed, but I would highly recommend it. Definitely watch this video till the end and also share it with all those people who are actually trying to move to Germany or who have moved to Germany and now are struggling with a job search. So without doing any further delay, let's start this video. Now, before going to the details about how I found a job in Germany, let me share with you my experience. So, I have done my BTech and MTech from India. I did my BTech from Kalinga University in Electronics and Communication, and I did my MTech from BITS Pilani in Computer Science. And I already had 6 years of experience when I moved to Germany. And I had also worked in 4 different organizations before I moved. Why am I sharing these things with you? It is because it might happen that any of these factors might have helped me in my job search. In this video, I'll be just speaking my heart out, exactly what are the things I did, what mistakes I made, which you can avoid. I'll be sharing all these things in this video. So when I came here, I thought that it's a new country. I know nothing about this country. So let me first explore a bit and then I'll apply for job. So I thought that maybe 3-4 months I'll take my own time and then start applying for job. But unfortunately, within 1 month, I was so bored because my husband was busy in his job and I had no friends. So I decided that okay, by mid of May that I should start applying for jobs. So the first thing which I did was I made my resume in German format. So the format in which we have our resume in India and how we should make our resume in Germany is quite different. If you want, I can create a separate video for that, but this is not the scope of today's topic. So first thing is that make a resume properly in German format. And do not make it very big. Like my resume was of 2 pages, and if you have very long resume, it might happen that people are not interested in going through the entire, your 3-4 pages of CV. So try to keep it as short as possible, covering all the key points and key features. Now comes the second point, is applying for jobs. So I mostly used to apply jobs via LinkedIn and sometime via Stepstone. But most of the companies from where I got response was via LinkedIn. Initially, when I came here, I was not at all choosy. I just wanted a job. So be it a small company or a big company, I used to apply for all the companies. And suppose if I apply for 15 companies in a week, then almost 10 would revert back to me. So once a company replies back to you, so it is mostly by the HR of that organization, and they will send you an invite, a calendar invite, where you would have to select a date and time of your choice and you will have a word with the HR. So mostly no one gets rejected in this HR round. And unlike India, where HR round is at the last, mostly in all German companies, the first round you have with the HR of the company. So what does this HR check? So mostly the HR will check that is the experience which you have and the tech stack that you have worked on matches with the tech stack of the organization. How much is your experience and your knowledge fitting into the requirement of the company? And they also check your salary expectation. So if you fulfill these criteria, mostly they'll send you an assignment just to check your knowledge. Since I was applying for a lot of companies and almost everybody used to revert me back at the same time, so I had to complete like 5-6 assignments in 1 week. And those assignments are not small assignments, like they are like developing a website from scratch, and you cannot use any framework. A lot of times I had to develop in native JavaScript. And since I was applying for senior position, it might happen that my projects were way bigger. If you're applying for some other position, you might have a smaller or bigger project depending upon their requirement. Sometimes it was really difficult for me to finish all of them in a week time. So there is no harm you go back to the HR and ask for more time. If you think this would reduce your chance of getting into that organization, then you are wrong. If you are able to justify why you need more time, then it should not be a problem. I personally have emailed a lot of organization and asked for more time, and that was absolutely fine for the company. So now I have done the assignment, and try to do the assignment with the best knowledge you have, and do not make an average project and give them, because that is the first impression of yours that you give to the organization. Try to make a very good project, add a lot of comments, do not keep the readme empty. So do these things very nicely, and then you submit the project to the organization. Now I have done the assignment and I have submitted my assignment. So they will review the assignment. It might take 1 week or 2 weeks for them to review your assignment and get back to you. So be patient. I know it is very difficult to be patient at this point of time, because a lot of question comes in our mind, whether whether they selected my assignment or not, whether I'll have further rounds of interview or not. I know a lot of question comes in everyone's mind. It also came in my mind, but I was patient enough. So I used to give 2 weeks time, and if in 2 weeks I did not hear anything from the organization, I used to mail the HR and ask for a feedback. What I've seen in Germany is that even if you are not selected, they will give you a feedback that will help you in improving your interview or assignment in the other organization where you are applying for. Now, suppose in 2 weeks time I get a positive response. So the next round is with maybe the developer or some senior technical person in the company, who will schedule an interview with you, and they will discuss the assignment with you in detail. They will basically ask you how you have approached the problem and how you have solved this, and why did you use these kind of maybe framework, why did you use this framework, or why did you use the CSS class, HTML. So all these questions related to the assignment they'll ask you, and this will just be a feedback on the work that you have done. Now the next round purely depends on the position that you are applying for. So for me, in some cases, it was another technical interview with the developers of the team. And there are some organizations which call you in their office and they want you to have a meet and greet with the other developers and other team members of the company. But since when I was applying, it was a COVID time, so I was not invited in any organization and I had all the rounds online. So whenever you are doing a pair programming round, a tip from my side is ask a lot of questions. So when you are writing a code also, just don't be quiet and just do your code. You keep on talking to the other person, so the other person who is taking your interview also feels a lot more involved. and whatever you are trying to do, first explain him, and also keep on talking and sharing your ideas. Maybe you are doing it in one way. You can in your interview say that okay, there are maybe other ways of doing it, but for this problem I am specifically choosing this way. This makes your interview much more interactive, and your chances of getting selected is much higher. A lot of times they know that it is not possible to finish that entire task in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, but they see how you approach the problem. So see, here it becomes really important that you share what you have in your mind with them. So this gives them an impression that okay, even if you are not able to finish this task on time, you have knowledge, and if time would have been given to you, you would have been able to solve the problem in the best way that is known to you. So that's why be very interactive. So if you have impressed them enough, then in a lot of companies 2 rounds are enough, and the last round is a kind of managerial round where you talk to the higher management of the company, or if you are applying in a startup, you get to know the CEO, you get to talk to the CEO and the CTO of the company. In some companies I had to give another round of interview. Again, it was a technical round, and it purely depends on them that what they ask. Sometimes it is very similar to the first round where they ask you mostly scenario based questions, like if you have given XYZ scenario, how would you approach that particular problem. Now, if you have cleared all the technical rounds of interview, the last round is the managerial round where you talk to your managers. They get to know more about you. I am not saying that it cannot be technical. They might ask you some technical questions, but again, that would be really simple technical questions. And this is also the time when you ask some questions about the organization. Going for this managerial round, be very prepared. Do research about the organization. Keep some questions ready in your mind, because they expect you to ask some questions about how they function, what are the processes in their organization. So they are expecting you to ask these kind of questions to them. More in-depth question you ask, it would impress the manager more, because then this will make them feel that you are interested in the organization and you have done a lot of research about their organization before attending this interview. So this makes them feel that you are prepared enough for the interview. So generally this is the last round, and after this they will make a evaluation of how you have performed in each and every round. They'll ask feedback from all the people who have interviewed you, or if you have been to their office, they'll also ask other people how you are socially, how good fit you are for that particular role, for that project, for the organization. So on the basis of the feedback given by everyone whom you have got a chance to meet, they will make a final chart, and on the basis of that they'll give you an offer. So this was all that I wanted to share with you. And one more thing that I would like to share with you guys is that even if you don't want to join an organization, be it for whatever reason, definitely give the interview, because you get to learn a lot of things from the interview itself. Never hesitate in giving an interview, and at the end, whether you want to join that organization or not, that completely depends on you. But do give a lot of interviews. That will develop your confidence. So from my experience, I can tell you I gave a lot of interviews, and that has really helped me in boosting my confidence. So this is all I want to share with you, and I hope you like this video. Share this with as many people as you can. This is a purely unfiltered video of exactly what I went through, exactly my experience, and I'll highly appreciate if you can show some love in this video and keep supporting me, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. See you very soon in another video. Till then, bye bye, take care.